Okay, very good evening to all of you. My name is Ashish Pandey. I am IoT trainer and consultant, and today I'll give you some brief introduction about one of the emerging and latest technology that is Internet of Things. So IoT is one of the emerging and latest technology. Nowadays, every big company, either manufacturing, logistic, agricultures, every different sector of the company is talking about the IoT, and also they're implementing into the different way. So the today will be understand the IoT, will understand the what is IoT is and the architecture, how does it actually work, and what is the main pillars of the IoT. So let us start with the very beginning. And the first uh, in the IoT, the first term is internet. Internet is stand for the network, and the things means physical devices. A physical devices may be any sprinkler, any industrial robot, any industrial machines, or human body, water, paper, pen, any normal things, fridge, TV, AC, anything. So network between all physical devices in such way each physical device will able to share the information or the data to other physical device. That is called the IoT. So the as we discussed, internet means network. That particular network may be using we can be create by using the any wireless networking technology, like we can be use a Bluetooth, Zigbee, NFC, LoRaWAN, Sigfox, Wi-Fi, internet. So that all about the wireless networking technology that we can be used to build to create a wireless network. And again, the physical devices may be anything like soil, plant, paper, pen, sprinkler, fridge, TV, AC, or industrial robot or industrial machine. And using the some technique, we can be create a network between this all our physical devices in such way each physical device will able to communicate or able to share the information or the data to other physical devices. So that is called the IoT. Generally, we say that human is the very smart because human will able to share the information or the data to other physical devices. So physical devices that we are using nowadays, that is not as smart because they don't have such kind of the technique so that they can be communicate with other physical devices. So through the IoT, we try to feed some technique inside of it. So that's why it will able to communicate with the, or it will able to share the information or the data to other physical devices. So here in the IoT, the main like the different industries, different industry define the IoT into the different way. Like it is also known as the Internet of Everything, industrial Internet of Things. Whenever we are going to implement into the manufacturing industry, it is known as IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things. Internet of Everything, the next generation of Internet, sensor for everything. So kind of the different terms is used for to define the IoT by the different industries. So nowadays, every manufacturing industry is implementing or adopting this particular technology to design a digital manufacturing. Okay, to building a digital manufacturing. Or if you heard about some terms like Industry 4.0, fourth revolution of the manufacturing industry, here is IoT play the very big role. So nowadays, every sectors like either healthcare, logistics, agriculture, smart city, all over where we are using this technology. And IoT is not only one fixed technology. It's not given by some kind of the company. It's a mix of the technologies, umbrella of the different technologies. Like here, uh, we can be implement the artificial intelligence with the IoT, blockchain with the IoT, augmented reality plus IoT, and embedded system networking. So cloud computing, cloud database. So the different things that we can be mix it. We can be mixed with this particular technology, and we can be make it possible so that the different physical devices will able to communicate and will able to share the information or the data. Like some devices, let's understand with a very basic example, like some devices that we generally use, like mobile phones, ATM machine. We generally say this is a smartphone or smart machines. Why? Because this machine always connected to the network and they're able to communicate. So we can say that if the physical device will able to connect or the communicate, so we or able to share the information or the data, we say that that device is a smart devices. If you talk about like future of the IoT, you can be go through that, like according to the different organizations like NASCOMs and all different organizations, till 2020, according to them, like till 2020, 40 to 80 billion devices will be connected to the internet. Not a internet, you can say connected to the network. Nowadays every person is having at least one or the two device. Like I have my mobile phone or the laptop which is always connected to the network, and it able to share the information or the data, right? So every person after the some time, every person will be use at least 10 devices in their daily life, will use some 10, at least 10 devices, keep the 10 devices which will connect it to the network, like smart specs, smart watch, smart shoes, smart cloth. So kind of every person will have at least 10 devices which are able to connect it to the network, and they will able to share the information or the data. So we can say that people is adopting this particular technology is now it's make human life very easier. If we implement this technology into the manufacturing area, it's increase the productivity or the growth rate of the particular production rate of the particular industries. So how we can be in this how we can be define the IoT in the simple terms? We can define the IoT. It's also called the internet of objects. Means internet means network, refers to the wireless network between the objects. Means again, uh, normally the people think about that like for the IoT we require a particular internet. No, internet is one of the network. We can be implement using the different wireless networking technology, because we want to create a network between the different physical devices so that our physical device will able to communicate and able to share the information or the data. So here, to build a different network, we can be use a different wireless networking technology like Bluetooth, NFC, LoRaWAN, Sigfox, then again like Zigbee, then Jetway. We have a different wireless networking technology, and that we can be used to create to build a particular wireless network between the different physical devices. Then again, based on their standard, based on their we can be use some protocol based on their standards and protocol, we can be program it, and so that in such way so that physical device will able to share the information or the data to other physical devices. If I talk about like basic component of the IoT, like suppose that if I'm talking about that the physical device will able to communicate. Like physical device means water bottle will able to communicate with the human body. But how is it possible? The physical devices like a water bottle will able to communicate with the water or the human body? How thing is possible? So like for this particular part, we require some basic things like some sensor, actuator, microcontroller, wireless networking technology, protocols. Okay, a standard you can say. Based on the wireless networking technology, we use the standard or the protocols to program it, and by using some cloud platform interface, we can make it possible, and so that our physical device will able to communicate and share the information of the data to other physical devices. So here the basic things like we'll discuss about the different sensors, different microcontroller, different cloud platforms, different wireless networking technology. Through that we can be easily implement, or mostly we'll focus the on internet part. Okay, like how we can be which kind of the protocols, like in the market there are some protocol is very famous to implementing the IoT using the internets as a as a networking technology, like HTTP, MQTT, CoAP, XMPP, kind of the different protocols. So that is a very famous, and one of that is MQTT protocol. MQTT protocol stand for Message Queuing Telemetry Transfer Protocols, and that protocol is designed by IBM in 1999. But that time it was not open source, but now it's become open source, is very famous into the IoT area. Even the most of the cloud platform like Azure IoT, AWS IoT, ThinkSpeak, ThinkBoard, and the different famous platform is also support the MQTT protocol. So for the machine to machine communication through the internet is very famous this particular protocols. So we'll also discuss this particular part, and during the training we'll implement lots of example, we'll work on the lots of the case study using the MQTT protocol. And we'll also discuss about the different cloud platform, like as we discussed like Azure IoT, Microsoft Azure IoT, or the AWS IoT. In the Azure IoT is support to the HTTP, MQTT, and AMQP protocols. So by using, if different physical devices are for the communication purpose, if they are using the MQTT or HTTP or AMQP protocols, so we can also interface to the directly to Azure cloud platforms. Okay, because Microsoft Azure IoT cloud platform also support these three protocols. So MQTT protocols, by using the X509 certificates or the device token ID, we can directly connect to our physical device to the Microsoft Azure IoT platforms. By using the publishing and subscribe method, we can be communicate through that. Then again, in the what we'll do that first will be connect to our physical device to the Microsoft Azure platform by using the MQTT protocol, and then we'll create a storage and we'll store all of our data into the some particular place into the Microsoft Azure cloud, and then we'll do the stream analytics. In the stream analytics, we'll understand the how what is the data and what are the different correlation. We'll apply the basic statistics and we'll understand the data. You can say during the stream analytics we'll understand the each variables and their data, and then again we'll send the data to the Power BI is one of the powerful tools of the famous tools of the Microsoft Azure, and we'll understand all over the relations, visualizations, we'll implement the different statistics, and we'll understand the data. We'll extract the information from our data set, because through the IoT we are collecting a lot of the data from the different physical devices. That's why the IoT is very primary things into the any kind of the anywhere, like because the important part is data, and we are collecting our data through the IoT. And using the Power BI, the service will see that how the how the data is look like. We'll understand the statistics, we'll understand all of the components of the data, and then we'll move the data to the Microsoft Azure machine learning platform, and where we do, because we are getting a loss of the data, we also understood the what is the data, but how to use the data, that things will do by using the machine learning platforms, Microsoft Azure machine learning platform, and we work on the different prediction and the classification case studies. And of the case we'll also work on the different case study, like maintenance prediction. Maintenance prediction in the manufacturing area, in the manufacturing industry, the maintenance prediction is very famous. Case studies, like suppose we know that in the manufacturing industry there's the loss of the industrial machine or industrial robot that we use for the production purpose, and into the every industrial robot or industrial machine, sometimes some problem is occur. Maybe the due to the some specific reason behind it, maybe the due to high temperature, high stress, high strain, high force, vibration kind of things. Means if there is any machine in that machine is any problem is occur, so that things will be consulted, and we'll also work on the different predictions and the maintenance prediction. Means if there is any machine in that machine is any problem is occur, so this is responsible. But by using the IoT technique, by using that kind of the sensor, we can collect the all of our factors data, and then after by using the some machine learning algorithms, some mathematical tools, and we can be predict that when particular maintenance will be required, like after the 2 days, after the 5 days, there will be some failure will be occur in that particular machine, that we can be predict that. That is called the maintenance prediction. So that kind of the case studies that will be do after the training also. And apart from the different case study in the healthcare sector, into the automobiles, into the agriculture sector, that we end-to-end application that will be built by using the Microsoft Azure IoT platforms, and also with the different protocols or different clouds of the services of the IoT. And we'll also work on the security part and analytics part. Basically the IoT is divided into three different sectors. One is IoT development, IoT security, and IoT analytics. In the IoT development, we try to design the IoT enabled devices. Try to design end-to-end IoT base of applications. So using Microsoft Azure platform, we'll see that how to design the end-to-end application by use in that IoT development. Into IoT security, we'll see that how we can be increase the security level, because it's very important into the IoT sector, because all of the physical devices is communicating through the network. And so how we can be added the different security layer into the network. And also in the IoT security, there are three parameter. One is hardware security, networking security, and the database security. We'll work on these three all over the part, and how we can be increase the security level, because this is the very important. Nowadays only the 10% manufacturing industries implementing this particular technology. Why? Because they're the very concept about the security. So we'll also focus on this particular part, how we can be use the different security level into the each protocols, using the different certification, using the cryptography, using the database cryptography. That things will be consult, and we'll go with the different example also. Then again, in the third part is IoT analytics. In the IoT development, through the IoT development, we are getting a loss of the data, but still we don't have any idea about that how to use those data. Suppose that if I'll give the thousands of the number, thousands of the images, thousands of the character string data, but we're not able to understand what the data is actually. How we need to understand the data. We need to understand the patterns between the data, and that things will do using the Microsoft Azure machine learning platforms. Will store the data into the some particular places into the storage, and then after we'll create a pipeline and we'll move the data to the Microsoft Azure machine learning platform, and will understand the statistics, the pattern between the data, will implement the different mathematical to algorithms over there, machine learning algorithms like regressions, classifications, and we'll solve the different problem statement by using machine learning, Microsoft Azure machine learning platform. That's thing end to end things that will be do inside of this particular training, and will focus on the all over three sector of the IoT development, security, and analytics part using the Microsoft Azure machine learning platform. So let's continue with the PPT, and we'll focus on the some. We'll discuss more about this particular part. Like the thing is, IoT makes the only the smart devices. No, like we generally heard the some terms. Normally, smart home, smart city, smart world. But what do you mean by the smart home, smart city, and the smart world? It means that whatever the physical devices that we use inside of the home, that if they are able to communicate and they're connected, we say that the home is a smart home. Same thing with the smart city, like CCTV camera, street lights, or speed meter, car, road, environmental gases. If they able to connect it and communicate it, they will be share their data with the different physical devices. We say that this city is a smart city.